Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here today at Daytona International Speedway for the first race of Season 2 of the now new sponsored NRSL Advocare Truck Series. And we are set to go for 20 laps of distance here today on this 2.5-mile road course. Road course, not super speedway. Shows you how long it's been since I've done those races. But anyway, hope everybody's had a great Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year so far, as we are set to go for racing here in NR for 2017. So, and this is season 2 of the series. So, with all that said, let's get to the starting line for the running for today's event here at Daytona. On the pole it is Chelsea Bowles, so number 29 Mopar Dodge Ram. She'll be on the pole for today's race. She'll be alongside Paul Minnick in the 06 Ultra Wheels Ford. Row 2 has JT Bryant in the Ortho Gardening Ford, truck number 21. He'll be alongside Kyle Lynch in a 75 Spears Manufacturing Chevrolet. Row 3, it's Zachary Fitzwater in a 59 Kingsford Dodge. He'll be alongside Jonathan Zorlin in a 17 GMAC Chevrolet. Row 4 has Jesse Turner, the number 83 Chevrolet, owned by Steve Portnier. He'll be alongside the number 24 Quaker State Chevrolet. It's Cav Shearer. He'll be alongside Dylan Young in the number 1 Sears Die Hard Chevrolet. He'll be on the inside of the 5th row. He'll be alongside Joshua Sakuli, number 7 Excite Batteries Ford. One of the 2 Excite trucks in the field, and neither one by the same owner. Well, you know what I mean. Matt Haas is a rookie in the series, number 20 MB&A Chevrolet for Joe Gibbs Racing. He'll be alongside Kat Tellier, the number 50 Ranger Ford. And she also is a rookie in this series. Next row down, it's the Line-X Ford, truck number 15. It's Joshua Osborne. Let's hope that truck doesn't have the same incident as it did in the 2000 Daytona truck race, if you know what I mean by that. And he'll be alongside the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. It's Cole Deaver. He'll be driving that scheme also in the Cashel GTX Cup Series for Season 17. As well as the number 3 AC Delco Chevrolet in the Meliella Xfinity Series. John Arntz has the next row down, number 09 Zaxby's Ford. He'll be alongside the number 60 Caterpillar Chevrolet of Michael Turner. He's alongside. Next row down, 2 veterans, Jessica Shelton, the number 4 Team ASC Certified Ford. She'll be alongside the number 99 Excite Bears SKF Ford of Levi McIntyre. He'll be also driving that sponsor and number and manufacturer in the Cashel GTX Cup Series as well. Next row down is Johnny Gardner, number 22 Red Dog Root Beer Ford. He'll be alongside Kyle Matthews in a DuPont Chevrolet, truck number 5. It's going to be weird saying the number 5 DuPont Chevrolet. But anyway, that's what number he's going to drive, and he's also driving that number in the Cashel GTX Cup Series this season as well. Next row down is number 2 TMASC certified truck, number 2. It's Zach Flickinger. He's on the inside. He'll be alongside J.R. Tellier, the number 94 Super 8 Motels Ford. Next row down is Chris Dodd, the number 18 Pennzoil Chevrolet, and he'll be flanked by the number 23 Toyota of Benjamin Miles. He's the only Toyota in the field. Next row down, actually, he'll be alongside Andrew Davis in the number 14 Ford in that row. Chris Dodd actually will be alongside the number 6 Total Chevrolet of Jordan Anderson. Then it's Benjamin Miles outside of Andrew Davis in the next row after that. Then it's Seth Cole, number 52 AC Delco Chevrolet. He'll be flanked by the number 8 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet of Ryan George. He's the second Goodwrench truck in the field. Matt McIntyre, the number 98 Ray Bestis Ford. He'll be having the inside of the next row down. And Phil Parker, a new name in the NRSL community. He's in a Channel Lock Ford, truck number 38. Then it's Quentin Moore, the number 44 Federated Auto Parts Ford.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
And the command's been given for the engines. We're going to have a racing here today at Daytona. Moore will be alongside Keith Batson in Napa United Ford, truck number 28. Then it's Alex Gray in the Royal Crown Dodge, truck number 86. And what
Dad,
in
you got your radio on over there?
And,
Yeah, 10-4.
and what in the world's going on with the outside lane? Nobody's moving.
Kennedy, you got me? Oh yeah, I got you loud, clear there.
And something's wrong. Levi McIntyre's actually on pit road. Levi McIntyre apparently didn't get started. And he's sitting on pit road. Something gone awry on that number 99 X-Side Barriers truck, and bad way to kick off his season. Meanwhile, the other 38 trucks in this field, and oh my gosh, what in the world's going on here? Okay, now we're really screwed up here. People trying to get situated here. The green flag's going to wave here. Chelsea Bowles leads him down. The green flag's waving here. Let's keep an eye on what's going on here because they are 3 wide. Apparently, the 94 of J.R. Telliard was confused on where to get started. After what all happened with Levi McIntyre because that other pack having that outside lane didn't get going. If anyone else has ever had that happen in their series, let me know, because, I mean, that was very, very weird. Nonetheless, though, Chelsea Bowles, who won last season at Rockingham, she's in the lead, taking an early lead into one of the 2 Mopar trucks in the field. As she leads Quentin Moore down, Quentin will go to the end. Not Quentin Moore, that's JT Bryan, actually. Now JT goes inside. Now Joshua Osborne goes inside of the 83 of Jesse Turner as they're 3 wide for the second position, and he'll take second now with the 09 truck of John Arndt. It's the Zaxby's Ford he's driving, the John West Townley truck. And I think he's got the newest Ford in the field. It's a 2008 Ford. He's being chased by a 96 Ford right now. That's Jessica Shelton, number 4. As she quietly moves her way through the field. Meantime, JT Bryant and Joshua Osborne will lead him down for lap number 2. Oh my God! But I tell you what, that was the weirdest start I had ever seen in the in any NR series for sure. I mean, we've seen people blow up on the start of the races before in our series, but never quite like this. Joshua Osborne has to lead, but only briefly because here comes John Arndt. Spoke too soon. Here comes Johnny Gardner, truck number 22. He's got the push for Zach Flickinger, number 2. As now the ASC certified trucks are side by side, Flickinger and Shelton. But Johnny Gardner does have the inside lane, and he and John Arndt side by side. Who leads this lap? Johnny Gardner does. 3rd lap completed in this race here, averaging right now 198 miles an hour after 3 laps in this race as Flickinger goes to the lead now. 20 laps will be the distance in this race, and as well as the Goodies 300 Xfinity race as well. And it'll be 30 for the biggest race of them all, the Daytona 500 for the Castrol GTX Cup Series, which will be seen on the NRSL channel. This series, along with the Xfinity series, will be both on this channel here, the Red Racer 1985 channel, which is my name, of course. And taking the lead right now, number 14, Andrew Davis, back in the truck series right now. He's a number 14 truck. He'll be in all 3 of the series this season. Seth Cole, who was second, now gets shuffled up to the middle now. Matt McIntyre goes inside. It's a 95 Ford F-Series he's driving. Got a few 1995 trucks in this field here. Several trucks ranging from between 1995 and 2008. In this series, John Arndt's the only 2008 truck in the field, as is also Benjamin Miles, the only Toyota in the field. Jordan Anderson right now runs in second position here. Joshua Collard at number 43. He'll dive inside lane. He's got that number for this series and in the Castrol GTX Cup Series as well. All except for the Xfinity Series, which he'll be reunited with the Jennifer Jo Cobb team in that series, by the way, this coming season. But nonetheless, Collard giving it truck an excellent ride here today as he runs second position right now. Dougie Shears, Super Shears, in an 87 truck out of Nemco Motorsports. This is the Bell South Mobility Chevrolet. It's a 1997 truck he's driving. And here comes that 28 truck. Keith Batson to the inside. He's got one of our in-car cameras in today's event. Batson who had a solid comeback season for Casualty Cup Series this season. Finishing his season, I think, 6th place in that points chase. Still yet to get a win in that. So he didn't win, even though he didn't win in that series last season, but he hopes to this season in all 3 series, in both this series and in the Cup Series as well. And one of his team drivers is J.R. Tellier. He's in that mix as well in the number 94 truck. He's got an all-star, and Batson's got an all-star lineup actually, lined up for the trucks and in Cup as well, Xfinity and Cup as well. I think only just trucks and Cup though. Speaking of Xfinity, however, this man also be making his Xfinity series start, who just now took the lead. That's Phil Parker. New name in the series, and that's one of the names to keep an eye out for here as over the course of the season here. As he looks pretty strong right now. He led the lap here, but Ryan George in the number 8 truck, he goes inside. Ryan George, a 3-time winner last season in the Cup Series, as now Cav Shear, who was second, now gets passed by the Toyota of Benjamin Miles. To the inside lane, Michael Turner right there behind. Matt Haas in the number 20. He'll be running in all 3 series this season as well. As Michael Turner takes the lead, Matt Haas is another name to keep an eye out for as well. And at number 20, MB&A Chevrolet. And right there behind, one of the veterans in the field, Kyle Matthews, number 5, the DuPont Chevrolet. It's the Jeff Gordon colors, actually with a Terry Labonte number. I think Terry Labonte actually, drove that truck, believe it or not, back in 1995. Matthews does take the number 1 spot right now here, as he's got the shove from the 3 of Cole Deaver. Deaver, a diehard Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan. And he'll be driving the Earnhardt colors this season in all 3 series as well. And the word we got on Levi McIntyre, it was a clutch problem that knocked him out even before the green flag even waved. So that was what screwed McIntyre out of that race here, number 99. So that's going to be a poor start to the points. Darn pace truck. That's going to be a poor start to the season for Levi McIntyre out of Rockin' Wrestling Racing. But he does have the Cup Series left to go for the Daytona 500, obviously. Jesse Turner, number 83, out in front. He won the Cup Series one time last season. That came at Pocono. Where actually also the trucks will be heading to this season as well. But here comes 83, Zachary Fitzwater, or 59, Zachary Fitzwater with the lead. But here comes that pole sitter, 29. Oh God, who led that lap? And it's saying Fitzwater did by just only a smidgen over Chelsea Bowles, who now takes the lead with Kyle Lynch right behind, number 75. This is the series he's a rookie in as well. Joshua Sakuli coming back in the series in the 7 truck. That truck actually owned by Jeff Bodine, actually, in the number 7 Exide truck. Actually, it's one of 2 Jeff Bodine trucks in the field. The other one, of course, the 15 of Joshua Osborne. Both of them are Fords. Just past halfway home, 11 down in the books, and 9 laps to go here at Daytona. Part of the triple header weekend here for the trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. Leading up to the Daytona 500. JT Bryan out in front, number 21 has the lead, but here comes Benjamin Miles coming back, making another go at it. And now he's caught up in the middle of the racetrack here. As now the number 21, JT Bryan still has the lead. Here comes John Arndt in the 3rd spot behind the 17 of Jonathan Zorlin. He's taking over the Ricky Hendrick ride this season. Manufacturer's breakdown for the truck series: 16 Chevrolets, 16 Fords, 5 Dodges, and 1 Toyota. in the field. And that, of course, like I said, Benjamin Miles is a lone Toyota. Chevrolet and Ford dominating the manufacturer count. And here comes one of those Fords. Johnny Gardner to the inside. He's got the inside lane. Or tried to make it go inside of Joshua Osborne for position, but he couldn't quite make it work. As now Seth Cole now moves up to try for fourth position with the help of Dougie Shears. As they come down to the start-finish line, it'll be now 7 laps to go. On board Seth Cole's truck. Seth Cole, the president of the NSCRA. Osborne had the lead, but here comes Seth Cole to the inside. You're riding along with him as it happens, as he'll try to take the lead from Osborne, and he will do so. Seth Cole came so close in the Cup Series last season to win in a few races, but only to fall short of doing so. And the man he passed, by the way, is the defending Castrol GTX Cup Series champion, by the way. Osborne is. Joining the elite group of 2-time champions in that series, or people who've won multi-championships, let's put it that way. Because we have one who's won 3 in that series. Chris Dodd on the outside, number 18 truck. Trying to find his way around, in line, as now Joshua Collar goes inside, but here comes that 23, Benjamin Miles to the inside. Bringing that Toyota up to the number 1 spot as they'll be coming down for 5 laps to go now. Benjamin Miles on the outside, but here comes that Ford. Jessica Shelton, did she lead the lap? Yes, she did. Shelton to the number 1 spot, but here comes Joshua Sakuli in the 7 truck, and he'll take the lead. And right behind him comes that 24, Kev Shearer, a 3-time winner in the Cup Series last season, and 2 of those were at Charlotte, as he swept the season there, all with the exception of the All-Star race, but that one didn't, of course, count for points. As now Zachary Fitzwater goes inside, he'll take the lead now in the number 59 truck. 94, that's J.R. Tellier. And that, if you recall, Tellier was the guy who got mixed up on the very start of the race. Confused as to how they line up and whatever after Levi McIntyre had his misfortune. Michael Turner up to the 4th position. There's the other Dodge, there's the other Mopar Dodge, Nathan Hudson. The team truck 2, Chelsea Bowles for the Mopar camp. And he'll go the inside lane. Hudson, one of the 2 Brits in the field. He and the man right behind him, Joshua Collard. And now Kev Shear now pulls inside lane at 24 truck. He's got his Hendrick teammate in the 25. That's William Brock in the Budweiser Chevrolet. 3 laps to go. 3 wide for the number 2 spot. What racing we're having here at Daytona. Average speed at the moment, 202.5 miles an hour. Laps clicking off at over 205. Quentin Moore to the inside. Here comes Flickinger, 20 in the number 2 truck. He has a plate window to his credit in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. And that came at Talladega. I forgot which season it was. I think it was, I want to say it was in season 14, I think. Quentin Moore to the number 2 spot, trying to the number 2. Dips down, has that 2nd spot. 2 laps to go in this race, and got some new players up there. Jordan Anderson in the 6th, right there behind the 16, Charles Sanford. Sanford in the Papa John's truck. Hoping to take that pizza mobile to victory lane. Flickinger to 2nd. Kev Shear out in front, number 24. They know the white flag will be waving this time by. Does anything have anything for those front 2 trucks? Chevy in 1st. Ford 2nd. Battle for 3rd between the Chevy and the Ford there. Sanford and Quentin Moore as they come to the start-finish line. The white flag will be waving this time by. 1 more lap to go. Who's it going to be at the opener Daytona? Kev Shear deploys first. Second position, number 2, Flickinger. Third, Charles Sanford. Fourth now, Andrew Davis. Bill Parker, could he pull off an upset possibly? In that 38 truck, here comes Flickinger to the inside. Here's Sanford tries to help Shear. Nothing doing. Here comes Flickinger. He's got Andrew Davis shoving him. Zach Flickinger, truck number 2. Out in front, does Davis make a move? Off corner number 4 they come. Flickinger out in front. He throws the block on Shear and also on Davis. Zach Flickinger wins at Daytona. Zach Flickinger, truck number 2, the Team ASE certified Chevrolet, goes to Team ASE certified Ford, goes to victory lane at Daytona. Chris in the number 8 truck. Where did Ryan George come from, finishing second position in this race here? Andrew Davis comes home third. Kev Shear dropped to fourth, and Kyle Matthews comes home in fifth position. So we gave you the top 5 here. Charles Sanford came home in 6th position. 7th position was Cole Deaver. 8th was Phil Parker. 9th, Matt Haas. Jordan Anderson finishing in 10th place. 11th was Kat Tellier. Quentin Moore, 12th. 13th, Dylan Young. 14th position was Matt McIntyre. Jesse Turner, 15th. William Brock, 16th. Joshua Collard, 17th. Keith Badson finishing in 18th position. Michael Turner, 19th, and the only Toyota, Benjamin Miles, finishing in 20th position. 21st was Nathan Hudson. 22nd was Seth Cole. 23rd, Joshua Sakuli. 24th, Kat Tellier, or J.R. Tellier, excuse me. 25th, Alex Gray. 26th was Zachary Fitzwater. Chelsea Bowles, 27th. Jessica Shelton, a disappointing for her, 28th in the field. 29th was Kyle Lynch. 30th was Joshua Osborne. At least that truck stayed upright this time at Daytona, as opposed to Jeff Bodine in 2000. Sorry, Joshua, I had to. 31st was John Arndt. 32nd was Jonathan Zorlin. 33rd, Johnny Gardner. 34th, Paul Minnick. 35th, J.T. Bryant. Chris Dodd. 36th, Dougie Shears. 37th, and out of the race with a clutch problem. Even before he even took the green flag, unfortunately for him, Levi McIntyre. Still a long race to go, though. On the season, though, there's still about 24 more left to go. This is a 25 race series in the trucks, 30 for Xfinity, and 36. We're going to go back to 36, I think, or 35 for Cup, whichever. But it's 25 here for the Advocare Truck Series, which today at Daytona was won by Zach Flickinger on the final lap pass for the win on Kev Shear. Here, Ryan George just holding off the hard chargers of Ryan George, Andrew Davis, and Kev Shear to the checkered flag. And so, with all that said, the next up on the tour will be at Rockingham, North Carolina, another triple header for that event for Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. There'll be plenty of those this season. So, with all that said, this is James Qualls, and we are in this has been a production of the NRSL.